Good luck. Luckily, he hasn't given me a ticket like times he's pulled me over, but I feel like it's coming.
Lee, has he made any inappropriate comments towards you?
Look at the fucking pillbox just
No, he's just pulled me over. That's it.
There's fucking loads of people in the
How
pillbox.
many did I down? 'Cause
Fuck.
we're snowball fighting for a while. Then Rose and
I
Tori
hear
turned
Maverick.
up, but then they went down pretty quick.
Maverick, we hear
I
you.
set up a fist fight with someone.
Maverick,
I'm gonna fuck you up.
Instantaneously.
you guys are shit. You're shit.
Tell him.
Yo, AE on top, bro. Back in the B3v10
Then
type
the
shit.
fist fight. Right, bear in mind I was getting snowballs lodged at me the whole time anyway. The fist fight ended because I killed the guy so easily because his victim.
Basically, some
Which
people
turned
turned up
into
and
me
started
defending
stabbing, I
about
guess.
5 man. So then I gave about I gave a fair warning about the pipe wrench, and I got stabbed in the back. So, long day. There's not many ways I can.
Dude,
win a
be
1v10.
kind of crazy right now.
It's, I
Lee,
think
do you know who
we
Ein
fought
Shem is?
valiantly for the
Ooh,
amount
no,
of
I
people
don't.
we
Yeah.
had.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Could I just borrow you in the corner?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Just James, can you sit? Wait till just so we can get this over and done, just real quick.
Shut up.
Hello, we're gonna be her legal representatives. We're just
Yep.
sort of here for
Well,
her
she's victim,
legal
like a
safety and
true
just to advise her because I know what she wants. But it just depends. I guess.
what do
So
you
if you
mean
want to
how?
talk to her, I won't really
Okay.
interrupt. So you can
Yep.
ask her.
Okay.
Whatever.
What?
You can stand there, or you?
I'll stand on the other side if you want.
Yeah, brilliant.
Stand here.
Oh,
Hello.
Hi, Lee.
this
Hello.
How's
is
it
quite
going?
rude, really.
I'm probably better going for me than it is for you. So
What is
just
wrong
to
with
introduce
you?
myself, I'm DC Andrew White. Okay, I'm with the
I'm a likable guy.
CID department.
Sometimes.
Nice to meet you, Wyatt.
Yes.
No,
Likewise, I just
I'm
wish it
Lee.
was under.
Yeah.
Just wish it was
Better
under better
circumstances.
circumstances.
Yep.
Calling me a dickhead.
So how are you feeling?
That's
I'm still feeling pretty sore in my abdomen area. I've
that's
lost a
crazy.
liver and
That's
or
crazy.
lost part of a liver and I've lost a kidney earlier. So yeah, I'm in rough shape, we'll just say.
Whoa.
Yeah, definitely, certainly.
Howling like a dog, man.
So I don't want you to,
I'm a poodle, mate. I'm a fucking poodle.
you know, we don't need to go back through what,
No, it's
you know,
fucked, right? I'll be
through the
changing
trauma
it
of what
up.
happened. I just want to ask you some just sort of more general questions.
Exactly.
Okay.
So there you go then.
Obviously,
Don't
if you want to
waffle
stop
shit.
at any point,
Don't
just
waffle
let me
shit.
know and we can pick this back up another day. All right.
Come on,
Okay.
get up. Man, I'm gonna be
So
fucking ages.
just give me 1 second. I hear something on the radio and I can't make out what it is.
It's not radio. They're downstairs. AE and
Is that-
Benny
is that
are
what it
sort of
is?
having
Yeah, I
a
had to
snowball
shut it
fight
up.
war, and we've
Right,
we've
okay.
allowed boxing during this time, and they've knocked each other
Oh.
out, so they're downstairs.
Damn, I
They're
got
very
some
loud,
boxing
don't they?
gloves.
They're very, very loud.
Yeah, they're cussing each other out at the moment. That's why.
I thought I could hear something. You know, when you think you know, left something running on your phone or something. But no, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So,
Good.
do you remember the date that this happened? I believe it was.
I think it was a
Friday?
Thursday. Well,
Thursday.
if you're gonna go off of time moves a little differently for me than you know, in head, if you will. So it was my Thursday, maybe y'all's Friday. I think around 4 a.m. for you guys. I could be wrong.
So it's late on Thursday evening. You know,
Thursday evening for me.
where your clock's at, sort of thing.
Yes.
Okay, excellent. All right. In the run up to when this happened, did you notice anyone sort of following you? Do you remember any weird interactions you may have had with people?
Occasionally, I got calls from the kidney man himself, saying that he could see me here, there. He would make jokes like he'd come and grab me, but then the most recent thing was him saying that he said he was gonna put bombs inside of people, right? And it's kind of been the hardest thing for me having to like sleep. he
Right, I've been left, haven't I?
that is really distracting downstairs. Oh my god. He he then said he'd probably do something to Earl or to Biscuits, like, you know, just general. He just starts talking about people I care about. Um, so at some point he was like, "All right, we need to meet. I just want to talk." And I figure, you know, that's probably not a bad idea. I didn't exactly want to meet him. However, you know, I did refuse at first, but then he had told me that he would do something awful to them if I didn't go and see him. So, you know,
Mhm.
the last thing I want is for anyone around me to get hurt. Um, and even though I know a lot of people don't like Earl, he is quite the silly old man, but he is still a good person somewhere deep inside. His rascally self. Um, but yeah, I eventually tried to meet him at one point and it did not go so well. I partially fell down Maze Bank Tower. Um Luckily I was rescued, unfortunately, I think by the man himself, and then Biscuits and Earl tried their best to save me and bring me up to Pillbox. But then the next day, um like, I wasn't really moving around much because I just gotten hurt. But the kidney man asked me to try and meet him again, and I was with some police at that point, but I don't exactly remember how or why I left them. But he had given me a call and asked me to meet him in that building that has a helipad that's near the Maze Bank Tower. It's the one that has the big TV screen all the way around it.
Mhm.
He wanted me to meet him at the top of it, and we went for a ride, and I had fallen asleep, or I'm not sure. Maybe he injected me with something. Um, and yeah, and then I woke up in the middle of what he was doing. We were inside, I think, some sort of like RV, but he seemed to have it decked out on like medical stuff. Uh, for I'm guessing his dastardly deeds. He he did remove a piece of my liver while I was watching. Um, I did not mean to be watching. It's just I happened to wake up in the middle of it, and it's like probably the worst thing I think that could have ever happened. He then asked if I wanted to watch it be closed, like whatever he was doing, and I just said no. I'd rather not be awake. He eventually stitched me up, but I'm gonna be honest, the like whenever I woke up at Sandy Hospital, the stress toll was something else. Like I was uh I was just going through it. Eventually I made it to the gas station that's down the road cuz I needed to call someone. I called the first person that was had last rung me, which was Bob Marside, and him and Will, along with I think John, came and picked me up. Um, Regardless, at some point we made it back to this hospital, and I had fainted, and then I woke up to having been operated on again. I'm not exactly sure all of what happened.
Right. Okay. So you say you, or I've inferred from what you've just said that you've spoken to the individual, um, sort of known as Kidney Man, several times, or at least
He just likes to
once on the
anonymously
phone.
call me, and it's been several times. He likes to torment me, like tell me that he can see me here or there. And one time he did like end up following me for a little while. I noticed he was in, I think, in a
Mhm.
helicopter. Um,
So, how many people would have had your phone number?
what do you mean by that? I have a
If you,
list. You want a number? It's gonna take me a minute.
well, if you have a number of this person known as Kidney Man,
No, I
then
don't.
certainly. But
He
more
anonymously
generally,
calls me.
how or do you know?
How did he
I
get
mean, if
it?
it's a lot, So
Did he
what
get
I'm
my
trying to
number?
do, yeah, I mean that's what my thinking is here. If he's called you directly, he's got your number from somewhere.
Yes.
Either
So the first time I met him, I was at AE. I was working on someone's car, and he had come up. This is how I lost my kidney. He had come up, and he was talking to me about being new to the city, and he told me his name was Ryan. Um, he said he wanted to be a Royal Park Ranger, and he was putting in the application while I was working on someone else's car, and then he asked if I could go with him to check out the different what is it, like the Royal Park Ranger stations, and there's one that doesn't open, which is kind of interesting. So there's three of them, but I'm not really sure how that one works. And then at some point we ended up at a church. I think it was in between um or like I don't know, somewhere in like a woodsy area. I don't remember exactly where. He we were just fooling around exploring the church. Um and they injected me with some sort of substance. I'm not sure what. And then I woke up here, um, also after being operated on by a surgeon, which I believe is the same one that did this recent surgery. Uh, but they they had to, I guess, make sure I was okay or stop whatever was going on because it was done a bit brutally. And of course, I didn't want it to happen, nor had any idea that anything like that was going to happen. I woke up and was, here. And then he later visited me at the key store, and I didn't know it was him until he said, "So how's it living without a kidney?" And oh god, that scared the hell out of me. Um, yeah, he said I guess in one of his tapes, so he likes to give out little tapes to everyone he's tormented and taken something off of, and each one of the people that he's messed with has a tape. I think it's Henry, me, Earl, uh Fred, and Diana, um that I know of so far. But yeah, I don't know what he plans to do next. He's been tormenting me, saying he's probably gonna place bombs inside of people and other things like that. And I believe he placed a note inside of me that the police currently have.
okay. So we're currently trying to I mean, we're trying to draw links between the various victims that we know of.
Mhm.
So just want to ask you about some of those. So you mentioned a couple there, that being Fred Holtzman, I think his surname is.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um,
Me and him have been
do you know
friends for a
Fred at
long
all?
time. Yeah,
What was Fred?
yeah. I knew him like way back when me and my brother first flew into the city. We met him, and like he was trying to get me
Hmm.
into Royal Park Rangers, but I didn't go. But yeah,
Okay, and you mentioned you've got a brother. Can I just take his
yeah,
name?
Leonhardt, Percival Ainsworth, but I don't know if he flies in anymore. He's my twin brother though.
Right. Okay. And Diana, how do you know her?
She's an NHS worker. I think I met her on one of her first days. She's always really sweet, and then she also works for Weasel News, so she's rather popular, very well known.
Right, okay. And the other victim that I'm not, you mentioned a name. I'm not too particular. I'm not too familiar with their what happened to
Henry and
them.
Earl.
Earl I know about, and there was another one. I mean, Earl, you obviously, I think
Yeah,
everyone knows Earl.
love him to pieces. He's a little menace, but we love him.